Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free impartial advice on all your debt.
This is something that comes along every now and then in generation, and it's special.
Andrew McCART, IFL TV, in association with MTK Global. As always, I'm delighted to be joined by Anthony Crolla. Anthony, we're here in San Antonio. Quite a different scenario that we're in when being inside the bubble and stuff like that, but how are you finding it?
Mate, I'm loving it. It's one of them, that big, sort of, I still feel that big sort of fight week experience, even though it is only us in the bubble, anticipation and stuff like that. And like I say, I got here a few days before the bubble started, so obviously I had to be careful, but could see a little bits of San Antonio, and no, really enjoyed it. And see, it's mad where boxing takes you sometimes, isn't it? But no, really good.
Let's talk about it then. I was down in the gym about 6 weeks ago or something like that, down in Gallagher's gym. You're doing a little bit of coaching now. You're going to be in the corner on Saturday night. You've seen Callum in the gym before this fight was announced and when this fight was announced. So how's he looking? Is he in the best shape of his career so far?
Yeah, without a doubt. He really is. Super sharp. And I always say Callum's just so laid back. And that's what I think in a big fight like this, it's perfect for him. And I genuinely, hand on heart believe, not just because he's a good mate or, because he's a gym mate, I really believe he does it on Saturday. He's in an unbelievable fighter in Canelo, and Callum's got to show something he's never shown before. But I've seen him. I'm very confident. I'm very, very confident.
Well, what gives you that confidence then? Is just what you've seen in the gym?
Yeah, what I've seen in the gym. I just think this all suits him. And I've been in big fights myself. I've been in, big fights with the team. But this is the first fight where it's not like, I can be honest hand on heart, and it was always a huge ask for me versus Lomachenko. It would have been a massive shock. This won't be a huge shock to me on Saturday if Callum does it.
And why is that? You know what I mean? I know I don't keep questioning you like the way I am, but why do you think it's not going to be a shock?
It's I look with Callum, and when I've seen him in the gym and what he's done in some fights, and I know he's still got a few more gears to go through. So if he brings that, like I'm always, because I know how good he is. I work a lot with the amateurs, and a lot of the time I'll point him to Callum to one to watch because he does things so correct. I think that's one of the reasons why he's had so many knockouts, stoppages. It might not be because it's raw power. He punches correct. He's very correct, and I think that makes a big difference. At that weight, it's I really believe that he's got a fantastic chance of doing it on Saturday. And I just the whole fight week and everything that's in it, he won't let it get to him or anything like that. I've said it times and again. Callum on Sunday morning, he'll just be happy to get back, walk the dog, play a bit of COD with his brothers on Sunday night or Monday when we get back. That's just him, and I just think he's got the right sort of temperament, the right character for this job.
This sort of fight week suits Callum to a T. There's nobody here. There's maybe 3 or 4 or 5 media outlets. That is it. So this suits him to a T, doesn't it?
Yeah, without a doubt. He's like, that's what I mean. So it's not draining or anything like that. But I think even if it was, he's just easy. Like I say, he was in the room before, we playing Mario Kart. It's just laid back. You won't believe that he's got this the magnitude of this fight. You just won't believe being with him earlier.
Yesterday they came face to face for the first time in the head-to-head. Now, for most people watching the head-to-head, they would have took away the fact that the size difference is ridiculous. So, can we read too much in that? What did you make of it?
Listen, like anyone, you see it and you think, wow, that is a big size difference, and Callum's going to look like that on the scales. He's near the weight. I don't know, Canelo might be as well, so it's not going to look any different, on fight day. I just seeing it. Canelo's dealt with big guys before. Kovalev, I don't know if he's quite as big as Callum, but it was a big difference. Do I believe, I'm not one of them who's going to say, it won't matter, because no, I think it will matter. I think Callum will use his advantages when he needs to, but he fights, I say it all the time, he fights a very good small man's fight, Callum. For someone who's so big at the weight, he fights a very good small man's fight. But yeah, you ask 10 boxers, and I'm sure all 10 of them will say, yeah, I'd rather have the height and reach advantages, and that's what Callum's got, and he's got them by quite a margin.
Does Callum have to go in there and stop Canelo?
No, I know. I don't like thinking like that. I don't like thinking like that. Hopefully, the judges they read the fight fair, whichever way it may go. And if Callum, does enough, I believe he'll get the decision. I think that's how you've got to. You've got to.
But we have seen it before, haven't we?
We have, but I don't think that you can change your own game plan on the fact that we won't get it on the cards. That's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. Other people will say different. If it being close, do we expect it to them to lean towards Canelo? Yeah, probably do. But if Callum wins the fight and deserves to win the fight, I hope and I believe we'll see him get the decision.
All going well for Callum on Saturday night. Obviously, Canelo will probably get the rematch. I mean, that's probably a given. But would you like to see it in the UK? Canelo coming over for the UK fans and Anfiled and stuff like that?
Of course. I've not met him yet, but he seems a good guy. Very respectful to Callum, and just sort of the presence around his team and stuff like that. So yeah, of course. Listen, I'm a huge boxing fan, and I think for the UK fans as well, it'd be great to have someone like Canelo over on our show. So yeah, no, look, listen, I think it'd be the only time that I'm cheering for a Scouser at Anfield. But ideal scenario would be for Callum to fight Canelo in the rematch at Anfield.
Talking about UK fans and what they need and what they want and stuff like that, win, lose or draw for Callum. I mean, not so much win because the rematch is going to happen, but is the Billy Joe Saunders fight, is that a fight that you would like to see Callum in as well?
Yeah, of course it is. It's a huge domestic showdown. Billy Joe I like a lot, super talented. We saw him back out last week against Martin. He's chasing those big fights. He deserves those big fights. So, I've watched Billy Joe from being a schoolboy, just how good he is, and he deserves those big fights. But I think, yeah, that fight's always sort of going to be there, and we'll just see where it goes from here. I think next, like you say, Callum gets to win Saturday night. Very likely we're going to see a rematch, so we take it from there. But Billy Joe, whether it be Callum or whoever, I believe he deserves a big fight.
I totally agree, but for you're going to be in the corner on Saturday night, and I've seen when I was down in the gym as well, you're taking the kids on the pads, you were taking Alex and Natasha on the pads and stuff like that. You've done that transition from professional. Well done. Liam Smith nearly took
Child.
Hey, that was a good shot,
Reflexes.
Liam. You've still got it. Yeah. Me? Yeah. Liam, I'll smoke you. I'm talking big for the camera, right enough. Yeah, I think I was going on about you've made that transition from professional boxer. Is he behind me again? No, he's good. You made that transition from professional boxer to coach, and what I've seen and what people are talking about, Joe and stuff like that, they're very impressed in how you're transitioning into a coach. How are you finding it?
No, I'm loving it, and I find myself very fortunate to be under some. Listen, I've got my own fighters, but I find myself very fortunate to be under someone like Joe, and I learned so much from him, and I'll always be learning from Joe. I say all the time, his attention to detail, how he dissects fights and stuff like that is something that I'll take a long time to learn. But no, I'm really enjoying it. And listen, things help being around my homes. That probably helps the fact why I don't miss fight. I love boxing, but I don't miss being a fighter because I'm still around it all. Big fight weeks like this, but in the gym daily with my old sort of gym mates. But yeah, I've got a few fighters of my own as well who I'm looking forward to having some big nights with them, hopefully. But yeah, I just like to say I'll always be learning. I'll always sort of be trying to develop as a coach and just keep on improving.
Final question before I let you go. You said about you've got some kids on your own, some fighters of your own. Fighters have a dream to become British champion, then they move on to become maybe European champion, world champion. So for the dream for you now, is it to take a kid on, become maybe a champion and maybe go on to become a world champion herself even?
That's a great shout because I work at my old amateur club, and so I've got the gym there for them, and amateur club, I want to change just kids' lives. There's kids who come in there who aren't even going to be boxers, but do the conference, the world of good. But I also want national champions as well. I think you've got to aim high, and as a professional coach, I think you've got to aim for the very top, and aim for world champions, and hopefully one day that's what I'll have. And like I say, I believe I've got an unbelievable teacher in Joe. But like I say, I'll work alongside Joe for as long as Joe's going on, as long as he lets me, whatever. So yeah.
Well, it seems like you're going to be on IFL TV for many, 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 many years to come, man.
Oh, mate, I think so. And like I say, it's always good speaking to you guys. And me and you going to go back in the bar shortly. And
a couple of Pepsis.
Why not? Yeah, a couple of Pepsis. Man on the job.
Man on the job, exactly. Well, and thanks for doing this for IFL TV. I'm going to see you throughout the hotel anyway, but good luck fight night when it comes around. And I'll speak to you soon, brother. Thank you.
See you soon, mate. Speak to you soon.
Thanks, Ant.
This is something that comes along every now and then in generation, and it's special.
Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free impartial advice on all your debt.